I'm Lillian, and I'm here with the band Wayland at MerleFest. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good afternoon.
We feel welcome.
Can you introduce yourselves to my listeners?
I had a great time sitting down with them and talking.
I'm Mitch.
I'm
the singer.
Nigel, I play drums. I had to ask.
Bill, I'm the guitar player.
So I understand you guys are a lot more of a rock band than the bluegrass. How is that fitting in with the whole thing of MerleFest?
I think everybody responded really well, and it was a really warm reception. And yeah, I mean, we start everything with acoustic guitars anyway, so it's a really natural progression just to break it down and play acoustically.
So I know you guys do some acoustic shows. Can you tell my listeners a little bit about your unplugged shows?
Yeah, what's cool, when we get the opportunity to play acoustic, which we do quite often actually, it started out that we would just do it on rock radio stations in the mornings, when you go on TV. We started doing full-on acoustic shows, and it's great because the four of us love to sing harmony together, so that really can shine through. And it's a great way to get the song across. Not a bunch of sounds and big loud electric guitars and stuff around it, just the bare bones song, which is pretty cool.
So I'm curious, what is your musical background?
Well, we all grew up listening to different types of things. I used to listen to everything from blues to Aerosmith to Johnny Cash to Frank Sinatra.
My dad listened to a lot of Zeppelin and Mark Cohen and Journey, and I actually listened to a lot of musical theater when I was a kid.
I'd have to say everything from AC/DC and Aerosmith as well to James Brown and Parliament and everything on up through the modern age.
My dad is a bluegrass guitar player, so I grew up, Doc Watson was some of the very first music I ever heard. So that was a big part of it. My mom was way into old country stuff like Patsy Cline, and also Motown was around a lot because we grew up in Michigan.
So growing up listening to Doc Watson, what's it like to be here?
This is an absolute dream come true. It's huge for me. I can't even believe it.
Did you come when you were a child?
No, I came for the first time 2 years ago, but I'd always heard of it. And actually, my dad had a VHS video of the very first MerleFest that I used to watch when I was a kid. I remember the first time I ever saw Sam Bush on there. He had this big, giant, crazy hair, and he's like headbanging, playing the mandolin. I was like, who is that crazy guy? Yeah.
So you guys were signed by Kiefer Sutherland's label, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell my listeners a little bit about that?
I think Phil has probably the best Kiefer stories, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we got him and a guy named Jude Cole had this label called Ironworks, and they took a liking to the band, and Jude helped out a lot with songwriting, taught us a lot about that, and producing a record. And then Kiefer, we got to meet him a couple times and party down with him. He's a crazy guy, he's very passionate about music and rock and roll, especially. And so he wanted nothing but the best for the band.
So according to your bio, you guys you do like 250 shows a year. What are some of the good parts of traveling, and what are some of the bad parts of traveling?
Man.
That's a good question.
That is a great question. I mean, obviously we're doing what we love, and you get to play music for people that love music every day, and that's the dream. And then there's obvious sacrifices of being away from your family and the people that you love and all that kind of stuff. I'd say a plus is you get to live on a bus. I'd say the minus is you get to live on a bus. Everything is polarized. So I think in our situation, and correct me if I'm wrong, gentlemen, but it's all kind of how you look at it. There are good days and there are bad days, but hopefully that you can have a good attitude so that you have more good days than bad days.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of consistencies in the living dynamic, like he was saying. For every good thing, there's a bad thing, and it just depends on how you want to wake up and approach the day. And at the end of the day, you can't be mad about the fact that you're playing music.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you say that question, what are the good things and the bad things? We don't really see the bad things. We see them as, it's like, there's good things. Oh, there's something we maybe want to work on, or something we don't want to have a part of our life anymore.
Yeah, we tend to squeeze it out pretty.
Yeah, we don't really have, if there's something we don't like, it's not a part of our reality. We're really just focused on the good things.
So what are the fun parts of touring, and what are the challenges you can have? Sometimes things are challenging, but usually it always ends up okay.
So if you guys could go back in time and give a younger you advice, what would you say?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it's appropriate for me.
I would say fall in love with girls less and think about girls less and work harder on other things.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have to. I don't know.
I still feel like I need that advice now. So.
I think I would tell myself to not make it so hard on yourself and enjoy the time. And I think I spent the last 5 years working so hard I forgot to enjoy it sometimes.
But some of it I feel like the journey was necessary for all of us to get here in this place and in this spot because, Phil says that, but so many people told me that years and years and years ago. And it's not that I wasn't listening, it's just that I didn't understand it. So I wonder even if I would go back and be like, listen, you're being way too hard on yourself. This is way too hard. You're making everything way too difficult. I think my younger self would be like, okay, I will seriously think about doing this easier, and I would be contradicting that anyway. So I feel like the journey has brought us here, and we're about to do some really great, big things, and without the journey before us, we wouldn't be coming here.
So my podcast and blog is called I Had to Ask, and I was wondering, what question do you wish people had to ask you in interviews?
They had to ask us?
Had to ask.
Yeah, like if we had like a good standard question.
I had to ask.
I had to ask.
All right. What the best meal we've had
I was
in
going
the
to say
last
something
week?
about food, yeah.
So what?
You know, we're in different towns every day, so we go to a different restaurant every day or something, or we get catering or whatever. And so it's kind of a big deal when we get a good meal.
So what was the best meal you had last week?
I gotta think about where we've been.
Mine was a Thai restaurant, the Small Elephant, or what is it?
Oh, the Smiling Elephant.
Smiling Elephant in
Nashville.
Nashville, Tennessee. Phil and I stopped in, and I had an incredible lettuce wrap. It was amazing.
Mine was the chicken and potatoes and zucchini that Nigel's cooked in the bus in our Instapot.
Good one.
Nice, thank you. I might have to go with Dean on that one. That one was pretty good. I'm trying to think of what else. I had some Indian food today here. It was really good. I was happy with that.
I can't think of any food that I really loved in the last week. I've had a rough week of food.
You didn't like that curry?
What curry?
The curry that you had? Smelling Elephant?
Yeah, I mean, you already said it. I wanted to go somewhere different.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think. I had sushi in Asheville, North Carolina, downtown. I don't know the name of the restaurant, but that was really great. I don't have sushi very often anymore. So.
I had to ask Lillian, what was your favorite meal this week?
It was the Indian food in the fruit tent.
Nice.
So, is there anything else you'd like to tell my listeners?
Go to waylandband.com to follow the band. Make sure you find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're all over the place. The best way to keep in touch, you can write us. We're all involved in this personally. So, take the time, come check us out, and we'll respond to anything that you write down.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to I Had to Ask. I had a great time talking with these guys, and I had a great time covering MerleFest this year.